just two black brothers on the microphone. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. You already know what the time is. I handle my biz. It ain't no sleeping on the job. Open up your eyelids. We back working on the craft, doing what we do best. Full court running the press. A couple of vets. By request is just two black brothers discussing everything under the sun. Victorious run, rushing for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. We not kicking. We philosophizing with pole politicking. The DJ, period, point blank. The choice ain't too difficult when we do what the mother folks can't. In the paint, we going hard, cause we gotta be. Draft pick, lottery flow, sacred geometry. That's right, the people do so much talking. They close their mouth when they hear grown-ups talking. I showed up often doing more of the work. It's 4 eyes, now who you with? Well, spoiler alert. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. Getting live for the interview. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. They might teach you a thing or two. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. Tell them if your baby mom asks. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. With a motherfucking podcast.
Yeah. Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. I'm DJ Period. That's my brother Poe. And we got the homie Jay Waiters with us tonight. What's up?
Most def. Thank y'all for having me on your platform.
No doubt.
Anytime, bro.
Much respect.
Yeah, I was just talking about you, man. 'Cause I had John on the show like a week ago. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
About you. Yeah,
the homie John Jiggs. Yeah, that's my big bro. Yeah, respect.
Yep. So how everything with you going?
It's good, man. Staying out the way, staying positive, working on music, getting ready for my EP to drop on June 4th, and just pushing that single Walk a Mile right now.
I see your shirt. Get your knee.
Yeah, get your knee off our necks. You know what I'm saying? For George Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? We did just get the verdict, but you know, if you check my music video out with me and John Jiggs, I'm wearing this actual shirt when we shot the video in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I've been, pushing this, Walk a Mile and letting people know, to keep spreading the message.
Yeah.
Where your hometown?
Well, I'm from Chicago, South Side. I stayed there almost about 10 years. And then when I came to Dallas, I lived in Pleasant Grove, right outside Oak Cliff. I live in Oak Cliff now in Dallas, Texas. So, still with my people, you know what I'm saying? So.
What made you move from Chicago to Dallas?
My mom, it was a lot of violence in the South, you know what I'm saying? Me being a young man, seeing my grandmother almost get killed, just going next door to, I think borrow some sugar or something like that. Me being in a couple of drive-bys, and that was pretty much the real situation. But my mom ended up being my stepdad, and he ended up moving us from Chicago to Dallas, safer environment, and the rest is history.
All right. How did you get involved with music?
Pretty much the church. Since I was 3, I've been singing. I started at a church, Liberty Baptist Church in Chicago. My mom started me real young. She didn't know I could sing that well until she started taking me to choir rehearsal, and I was singing the songs with the adult choir, and it pretty much told the real right then. And from then on, I was singing solos. I made the Ricky Dillard Youth Choir when I was 8. Did that for a little bit, and then, like I said, we got ready to move to Dallas and started over. And I was still in church. I was in a gospel group pretty much at a young age, about between 17 and 20. But I always wanted to do my own thing for us, like as an R&B artist or just an artist in general. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I was in the kids' gospel choir. I had a lead song and everything.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, I was gonna say what. Actually, cause I be man, like I ain't like super religious, but I still got some church songs I like because I grew up in the church. So, what's some of your favorite church songs?
Man, I like "Blessed" by Fred Hammond. I grew up Kojic, so a lot of I like up tempo songs too. But Fred Hammond pretty much my go-to joint. A lot of times when I step in the churches here in the South, they want me to do a solo, or I might help with praise service or something like that when I do step into the church. But that's pretty much my favorite song. I like J Moss, We Must Praise too. You know, that's pretty much my hitters in the car. You know, when I'm driving, or I want to talk to God, or I'm praying or going through something, I go to those two.
Yeah, I like Mr. Mass Choir.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah. I like that one song. It ain't them, but the guy, I forgot his name, the one they be singing, I Won't Complain.
Yeah.
That's my shit too.
I got some good day. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was my shit. I was going through it one time, man. I just kept playing that song on repeat.
Yeah.
Would you think like period?
Man, one of my favorite ones is about dying, but it's John P. Key, I Bow Out. That's my joint right there.
Okay, yeah, yes, sir.
Shoot, that you know, Mary got the thank you song, but I think it's Walter Hawkins on the end.
Yeah.
So the original thank you. Mm-hmm. It's like 18 minutes long though, but
yeah,
and he don't go in until like the last like 5 minutes of it, so you gotta listen to it. But man, I used to listen to Tone Out the Box. Oh man, I used to listen to that every day.
Yeah.
But then I got big on Flame and Lecrae and the show Baraka and all of them. So
yeah, the new era.
Yeah, and then shoot, you got me started now. Be Strong by William Murphy.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. Like you going through something, you probably feel like giving up. Listen to that Be Strong by William Murphy. If God Is Dead with Kelly Price and if God Is Dead, then man, them good songs right there.
Yeah, I like a little Minister, Marvin Sapp, It's All God. I like that joint too. So yeah, it's some records out there. Trinity 5-7, Yeah.
My wife be getting mad at me though. She be like, "Why you only play them on the way to church on Sunday? You only play that stuff on Monday through Sunday."
I used to be mad on Sundays though. Coming on Sunday, like you remember they used to play at Bobby Jones gospel.
Oh yeah.
It was like another one. It was like all the gospel stuff on Sunday. So we used to watch that, then go to church. I'd be like, dang man, I'd be ready to watch something else. I'd be glad we watch football or something. But
you listen to all gospel on the car on Sunday.
All day,
all day.
On Monday you could turn your ratchet stuff back on, but on Sunday we gotta listen to the Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all be watching that Sunday's Best, or they don't got that on no more?
Nah, I never got into the shows.
Yeah, I don't watch it as much as I used to. Yeah,
I would say so. What y'all? It's kind of old now already though. But what y'all thought about that Kirk Franklin with his son?
Oh man,
hey, that happens every day.
See,
I was just kind of surprised. I was like, "Yeah, nigga talking like that."
So, in defense of Kirk, Kirk a real one. You know what I'm saying? Him and my best friends in high school, they still cool, but Kirk just real. He was just letting his son know what it is, and I know his son got his situation too, but his son should have kept that private. It just,
you 30-something years old anyway.
Household.
Yeah, I was looking at it like, I see why he calling you a bitch ass nigga, because look what you doing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
And then trying to show it to everybody else.
Like, yeah, put the business out there to the whole world,
So now you're gonna have to catch these bars, huh?
Yeah, you have to catch these biblical verses, you know what I'm saying?
He said nobody wins when the family feuds.
Fair. And if you're 30-something years old, bro, like look, I don't know, man. When you grew up struggling, which is probably wasn't how he probably didn't grow up struggling, but when you grow up struggling, you can't wait to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you depend on somebody else, what you get is limited to what they can give you. And I never wanted to be limited when I was an adult. You feel me? Like, I'm like, man, I gotta have my own thing. So I couldn't imagine having a 33-year-old son who still looked to me to take care of him, but also you talk reckless to me too.
Yeah, just potty mouth all the way on, just going hard. Okay. I was like, hey, you gonna come for your pops like that, Kirk, online like that? I was like, come on, man.
Like they say, he's a human being too, man. We ain't perfect. We die. Flesh gotta die daily, they say. So
yeah,
his flesh didn't die that day.
Cause I had like some older homies, and they be like, they don't talk to their son no more, but like, I don't never want to get to that point, but shit like that going on. Sometimes you just gotta like disconnect yourself with them.
Nah, for real.
Shit, he grown. Like shit, you already did what you had to do for him. It's up to him now. Shit.
There's different ways to get people out your life. I mean, I should tell Poe this story. They should teach us that This lady used to get this guy money all the time. You know, he'll pay her back $30, $40, but one day he asked for $1,000. So she was like, he been paying me back, so I'm gonna give it to him. Dude disappeared. She ain't never heard from dude again. And the pastor told her, look at it like this: you only had to pay $1,000 to get this toxic person out your life forever.
Yeah, because he probably he would have kept in for money. He probably would have been more than 1,000.
If you would have been giving him $50, $60, $100, he would have been doing that for the rest of your life.
Right.
It took $1,000 joint for him to be like, I ain't never gonna go around her because I'm never gonna pay her this, and you'll never hear from the dude again. So you got that toxic person out your life for a cheap price.
Yeah.
But we it's hard for us to look at it like that.
Yeah,
somebody owes you $1,000,
especially when you're going through it at that present time. Yeah, you real upset. You want to fight or hunt somebody down. You know, like man.
But always, I think my lesson I learned with like money in general, I don't even give nothing away that I don't expect to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like $1,000, I'll be like, I don't want to give nothing away that I like. But you don't give it back, I'm like, cool. So it got to be something like I'm comfortable just really be giving you off the rip.
Yeah,
like I'm like really
$20, you know.
Yeah, I'll get that back. I'm good.
And I don't want to be run up on you for my shit. So it's like I'd rather just give you, you know, something that I know I ain't gonna care about.
Money or something, you know.
So man, with that George Floyd verdict, we was talking about it last night, man. You know, everybody had different mixed reactions to it. Not saying that they felt like the cop was not guilty, but just mixed reactions about the way black folks celebrated it. You know, it's like,
right.
I'll say, look, man, you gotta let people have that because we ain't had that before. Like,
I was like, what they celebrate? No,
but I mean, you celebrating the fact that this white man was a cop, killed a black man, and he finally got convicted of murder. Because they say this is the first time ever where a person was unarmed, and the cop got off. I mean, didn't get off. So they was just saying like we got a lot more work to do, so we shouldn't be out there celebrating. But it's like on the other end, it's like let them people have a moment, man. Because if that person if he would have got acquitted, it would have probably been some white folk out there.
And they would have had the reserves and the National Guard out there,
all day.
But from what I was hearing anyway, it's still like, you know, we gotta wait till he gets sentenced because like he ain't sentenced, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's the only thing about it. Like
he didn't get sentenced yet, right?
Nah, they said like 2 months.
So shit, we don't know what they finna do.
I think they won't try to throw the book at my man.
Give him 5 years. He got 5 years.
Nah, I don't think he get 5 years. They're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so I think people should wait a little bit. I mean, be happy that he won. He was guilty, but still, we gotta get sentenced first.
But that was like the first case of like true justice because you gave the family like $28 million, and the cop got convicted. Man, I can understand the family being happy and celebrating and enjoying that moment because that's justice for them. Like when people get off in court, they dance and do little stuff in court and stuff like that. So I say, look, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but I do understand we got a lot of work to do. But we've been having a lot of work to do since the 50s.
Yeah, I said we got to shout out to OG Rodney King. I know he ain't around.
His money off though.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
Yeah,
that money was like I could buy all us crack and strippers all as I want. And then you got a family. You can't give certain people millions right on the spot. Like me, I'll be honest. If you gave me like 15 million right now, I'll probably do something dumb with it first. And that one thing will probably mess you up, man. So certain people, you probably want to ration out like they did Allen Iverson. You heard what they did with him. They kept that money. They already knew like this dude is young, wild. We're gonna set up to where he gotta wait till he's 50 to get this other 50 million or something like that. You gotta do that.
Somebody smart on his team. Whoever set that up was a genius.
All day. Yep. So man, how long you been in music though? Like as far as a professional artist?
I'd say about 4 or 5 years. The first couple of years was rocky. I had to learn the business as far as paperwork and understanding how to get my record spin and getting it to the people and understanding how my units are moving across the cities and states and over the country and stuff like that. So I'd say about 4 or 5 years strong now.
Okay. And what's something you like about it? What's something you don't like about it?
of course, everything comes out of your pocket as an independent artist. You know, that's the biggest thing. What I really don't like, and I'm not upset about it because I've been doing it for a while. It seems like your peers that's closest to you. It doesn't matter how much work you put in. Sometimes, you know, your classmates, your family members, not everybody, but you get what I'm saying as a whole. In your immediate area, sometimes the appreciation is not there for all the work you put in. That's my biggest issue. Like, you know, everybody, you know, everywhere you go, everybody's for their city. You know, wherever you're from, they claim their city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm from so and so. Like in Dallas, is you know, it's Triple D, or you know, however they do down here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Triple D R&B. You know what I mean? But when they go out of town, it's Dallas. But you know, of course, my mindset is global. But you get what I'm saying? That's my biggest issue because it's mainly with our culture. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't support each other like we're supposed to.
Oh yeah, nah, you know what Drake said. They scream out my failures and whisper my accomplishments.
Most definitely.
That can be funny because it's like I know how that feels sometimes because like instead of supporting the people from your city, they rather go support people from the outside.
Yeah, they don't even know.
When they come to the city, they go support them instead of supporting your local people that's been doing their thing.
Right.
Not even local, just people in your city. Like shit, you got artists in Dallas. Why you worry about Snoop Dogg coming to Dallas and you know worry about your artists in Dallas? Like they.
No, I remember. Yeah, I that was bad in San Diego when I was there. I was like, yo, y'all bringing in Corrupt or whatever, and everybody going crazy because Corrupt about to perform. I'm like, yo, y'all got all these artists out here, man, that could headline a show too. And Corrupt, and then you know what? And then not talking about Corrupt personally, but shoot, people like that, they get on stage and do like 2 songs and dip.
And be done.
Yep.
Straight up.
Corrupt coming there and do his 2 good songs and leave. Everybody like, damn, the show over already. Yeah, that's what y'all get though. Y'all could have had a whole little 10-song set from a local artist.
Straight up.
That would have gave passion, everything. Would have gave a whole thing to entertain you. But yeah, the game funny, man. But look, we just launched the radio station, man, so we can give you some spins too. We got a live 365 joint. Long as the data and everything is right, they'll give it to you. I had to learn that. Poe was telling me about that, but I had to learn that the hard way. But yeah, if the songs is all entered right and like and your paperwork is good, then you'll get the credit for it. So just send the music to Poe, and Poe will send it to me whenever, and we'll put it on there.
Most definitely. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that a lot. Salute.
No, that's what we try to do. We try, you know, because you know what it is. Poe, he's self-help, man. You know, we gotta take care of each other, bro. Like it don't cost a couple dollars to buy some 2 people's songs and then throw them on a little rotation in the radio. And then, and if you do that for 100 people, I mean, shit, you changing some the game a little bit. So that's what we try to do, man.
Right. Nah, I feel you. You know, it's just like I tell people all the time when I see them, I'm like, hey, you pay your cell phone bill anyway, you know, why not share a friend's business or something? You know what I'm saying? You got to pay your bill anyway. Instagram, Facebook, last time I checked, those apps free, you know, so why not share your peers' business? It don't necessarily have to be music, you know, we buying plates and everything else. You know,
they'll share a fight. They'll share a ghetto fight, though, boy. They share that
real quick. Real quick.
I don't even watch them things no more, man. They make me mad now. I'm older. I'm like, man, I can't watch that, man. Y'all happy? Like, I think what changed me was when somebody did that when Nipsey died.
Yeah.
When they had the count, I'm like, yo, man, damn, that's like Nipsey Hussle down there, laying there dying, blood all on the ground, and you just got your phone
just
on
holding the camera.
You ain't even trying to go help or do nothing. You just gonna sit there with the phone, and that clout you got from that is gone.
Completely.
That left like the next day, probably. Okay, I'm gonna watch this person live because they got the Nipsey joint. But the next day, man, nobody care about that. But people don't. They think about now. I want it hot and ready like Little Caesars or something.
Yeah, microwave.
Yeah, that's how the game is now. So, and what you working on currently this year? What you got for the rest of the year planned out?
Well, I got the EP dropping June 4th. You know, Walk a Mile with John Jiggs is pushing. That's my single right now. I got a couple of records on there, you know, something for the ladies and then something for everybody to listen to. I want to do some songs where everybody can enjoy, you know. I know we're in the house right now and you need those songs in the house to clean up and to be in the car. But also if you got kids, you know, your kids need to be able to listen to the music too, but doing Corona right now, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. So I got like 6 joints on there. I might give a 7th one, you know, for a bonus. And then I'm working on another project right now called Hot Winners, you know, pretty much for the ladies, you know what I'm saying, and to set the fellas up at, you know, during the day or at nighttime or however, you know.
You bringing that chivalry back?
Yes, sir.
Poe was just talking to H-Town the other day. I asked the question. I was like, because we had an R&B guy on last year, and the women was listening. They was like, you know, they miss chivalry. Cause you know now it's like I'm taking you to the house. I'm finna beat that cat up. They even talk about what they're gonna do beforehand. They before they talk about like I'm gonna pick you up. We gonna go to the moon. We gonna eat. then they gonna take you to do that.
Yeah.
Now they like shit. Get in the back of this minivan and let's do what we gotta do so I can drop your ass back off at the house.
Yeah, straight up.
Nah, they gonna say get an Uber.
And they not even taking her home. They gonna put it back in the Uber.
Now I'm giving them a little. I'm giving them a lot of chivalry. You know, I got those records too. I got some songs out now that a lot of people know me for. Motion Picture, Please You. I got those R&B records for the ladies. That's pretty much what I was pushing when I first came out until, you know, I learned the game a little bit more. And I'm gonna test the waters this way and see what the world wants. And if they take it pretty well, I got some other songs that I got sitting up. I might take that lane, but if not, I got Hot Winners I'm working on, and I got a couple of projects I'm working on. I'm always in out the studio too, so I got another project out called Choir Trap. I don't know if y'all looked that up too. You know what I'm saying? That's out too. But main focus right now is the EP.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, we got what song we got here? We got the Walk a Mile, man. We can go into that. Let the people hear that. That's you and who is John Jiggs?
Yeah, John Jiggs, the homie.
All right, Bill, let's go into it, man. Let's let them check that out.
Salute. Fist up on this one. It's an everyday struggle to be me. A black man in this world.
John Jiggs.
Walk a mile in my shoes to understand me. Blood, sweat, and tears I put every day in these streets. My family gotta eat. I'm grinding every week. In the midst of everything, can't let them hold me. You know I'm popping.
Brought up in the ghetto, they said I'd never amount to shit. Never faded out, I'm so proud that I made it out this shit. Knew that I could climb it no matter how tall a mountain is. Thirsty for opportunity, trying to see where the fountain is. Every time the police see me, they see the enemy. They hate the fact that I'm living, and I can feel the energy. Plus I gotta watch for the ones with the same skin as me. Pretend to be my brother, but undercover resenting me. Damn.
Walk a mile in my shoes to understand me. Blood, sweat, and tears I put every day in these streets. My family gotta eat. I'm grinding every week. In the midst of everything, can't let them hold me. You know I'm popping.
Yeah, I look at my children and wonder what their future holds. The kind of world we live in where ignorance just refuse to grow. I let them know they can go wherever they choose to go. Cause I come from a place when you win the race, it's unusual. They throw us in the fire and lock us up for surviving. White neighborhoods, they pull us over for driving. Step up in my shoes, you couldn't fit in my size. And no matter where I make it, I'll never forget where I've been. Yeah.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
You can't judge me.
Understand
if you ain't never been where I've been.
Blood, sweat, and tears I put every day in these streets. My family gotta eat. I'm grinding every week. In the midst of everything, can't let them hold me. You know I'm popping.
Either feed us or we gonna take it.
Yeah. I like that, John.
Salute. Appreciate it.
like
Walk a
that.
mile, man. Walk a mile.
So what you mean by walk a mile? I heard y'all talking about being a black man in America. So what is it like in 2021 for you to be a black man in America?
Still going through the same thing. Just being real. I just came from vacation a couple weeks ago. I was in Florida. Racism on the beach. I don't know what other area I was in. Some rich area in Florida.
Yeah.
Just walking around, me and my homeboy, we weren't like walking around causing no trouble. We parked our car looking for, wherever we was looking for a restaurant or whatever. And same old, nothing's changed, man. But what I mean by walk a mile is, understand where somebody's coming from in the midst of a discussion. A lot of times it's a communication barrier, in my opinion. And we all have our story. And I tell people all the time, like the saying, stay in good trouble. Stay in good trouble. You know what I'm saying? Might get in real trouble, but if you stay in good trouble, you're leaving a legacy for your family or your friends to understand what you were going through, because that might help somebody in the future. Not saying sacrifice yourself, but sometimes you gotta put your foot down. But everybody got their own mile. So I tell everybody, walk your mile, stay in good trouble. That's what I mean by it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Welcome on,
Look, I was watching something old, man. What old? But it was I guess DeMarcus Cousins. He did a comedy show. I didn't know he did it, but he was when he was on Golden State, and they had the dude from what's the dude on Nick on Wild 'N Out? I think Carlos Miller. I can't remember one of them dudes.
Yeah, Carlos Miller.
Yeah. He said, man, you ever notice when you walking toward a white woman, sometimes they clutch their purse or they bag, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he said, man, that offended me. He said, what you think? I ain't strong enough to take that shit from you?
Straight up. If I really want it, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like, you ain't doing nothing by clutching that. I can still take that if I want it or whatever. But yeah. Shit, man. I say sometimes I cross the street from their ass.
Yeah, for real.
No, right?
I'm the same way. I'm like, let me go across the street. I don't want no problems, I don't
want no. And that's crazy, but it's like shit, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm 41 now, so it's like I done seen my share of it. I just don't understand. I mean, I know right now it's like a tradition. They pass that down, bro. Like
it's something that's being said and like story time when they growing up or something. Because man, like a few years ago, I live in Dallas, man, and I went to it's a suburb called Capel out here, and I drove out there to see a friend, and I was leaving. Now, as I was heading out, I got pulled over. His question was what I'm doing over here, and I was like, well, I came to see a friend, so that told me right there I ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
Check my ID and everything, saw my address. He was like, you kind of far from home, 35 minutes. So that's not far in the city. But I was like, well, I'm heading home anyway. His response was, don't let me catch you over here again in my part of town.
Damn.
Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If you would have said something crazy out of pocket, you would have been the one in the wrong. Or
yeah.
But I see they gave the 3 dudes the federal hate crimes for Ahmaud Arbery. They got indicted today. So that's a. Yeah. I said, look, man, they gotta watch out because look, people didn't think protests work, but I said you seeing the fruits of it.
Yeah.
Now where it's like that cop, that cop, man, it was a done deal for him.
Oh yeah.
Like even before that, the verdict came out, because it was like, bruh, what like the prosecutor said, man, believe what you saw. Don't look. They have people talking, telling y'all crazy stuff or whatever, but in this one, you just gotta believe what you saw. Like,
use your 2 eyes, use common sense, man. Like
you just look at the video, it's a wrap. Like if they didn't have that little girl video, he probably could have got off.
Exactly.
That girl kept her shit right there, fixed the whole single
his
time.
Word against theirs. You know what I'm saying? You know how I go.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, facts. So I was like, yo, but it's showing now. But I did see the girl in Texas did an appeal. I said that's just a slap in the face to that family, man, because The brother got up there and said he loved you, he hugged you, you know, said God forgive you, all this stuff.
What girl in Texas?
The white girl that shot the black dude in his own apartment. So they gave her 10 years. But I'm like, look, the family went up there and did all of that stuff. That's why you got 10 years.
Yeah, she filed an appeal last week. Yeah,
they went up.
So we trying to get story time?
Yeah, she trying to get it dropped to a lesser charge. But I'm like, look, man, you got less time because of the compassion that family showed you in the courtroom.
Exactly, because he hugged her.
He did all of that
in front of everybody.
How much time you think they gonna give us? We go in somebody's house and shoot them by accident.
Man, what if he would have shot her for coming in his damn house?
Yeah, he would have been in trouble. Yeah, he should have shot her ass. Shit.
He should. That man was in there eating ice cream, man.
Lit her ass up.
Right, and he get up because he probably scared. Man, look, you eat ice cream, somebody come in your house, got a gun pointed at you, you get up and she shoots you.
Look,
yeah, come on, bro. And then
you don't know what to do.
You only get 10 years because the family show you some love. The judge hug you. The judge give you her own personal Bible. All of this jump off of it. You say I'm gonna appeal it. Come on, bro. Like that's bad. That's evil right there, though.
Yeah, that's low. That's low right there.
She probably did that shit on purpose. Shit.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. That was part of the game, you know.
To show like, oh, look at everybody. They treated her like this, and that. So can we get it less? Because she's trying to get it dropped to like negligent manslaughter or something like that. Because she got convicted like second-degree murder, but she wanted dropped. I'm like, yo, you can't do your 10 years for killing that man.
I'm saying, how you don't know she went to that dude's house on purpose? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
I believe she did. You know, like I said, I'm right here in Dallas. Like they're like 12, 13 minutes from me. That actual apartment. So
ain't no telling, right?
Now they supposedly she was out drinking in uniform.
Oh, so that's done deal right there.
You came home. You went to the wrong house, or however that went down. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that mean you toe up.
Yeah, you toe up.
And she was texting the dude, some dude she was trying to go fuck or something. Like she was messing with one of the other cops, texting him, and she walked in the wrong place. But apparently they say them two knew each other. They might have messed around a couple times before or something.
Yeah. You know, they put that out on the news. Yeah, like they knew each other.
Right, so she knew. I'm like, look, man, you know was his door unlocked? Because look, if you walk into the house, you just walked in. Did you just turn the knob and walk in, or did you try to put the key? If you try to put the key in, because you would figure your door was locked, right? Because you wasn't home.
Right.
So
I think his door was unlocked. I think his door was unlocked. In those type of apartments in Dallas, when they paying $15,000 to $5,000 a month.
Yeah, they think it's they
leave their doors open. Yeah, they leave their doors open and stuff like that. Just keep it 100. So,
yeah, he tell the truth though, because it'd be like the mansions, they don't lock their doors. Like fuck that, y'all tripping.
Straight up,
you probably go to a mansion and just open the door. They don't lock that shit.
Yeah,
they thinking like he said, they think they in a real good neighborhood. They ain't got to worry about this shit.
Yeah,
that's how it was in the deep south too.
The actual apartment is right next door to the police station.
Yeah,
literally.
Where she worked at?
I don't know if she worked for Dallas. I don't know if she report right there.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
It's the apartments, a parking lot, police station. Not across the street. We talking about next door.
Yeah. So how you mix all that stuff up and you pull your gun? I'm like, look, man, it was more to the story. So you should have just took what you got and said thank you, because I intentionally killed this man, but y'all found me guilty of a lesser charge and gave me 10 years. And I don't have no prior sentence, so I'm probably gonna do 5 of them.
She gonna do about 8 years.
Oh, yeah, so do that 8. You took somebody's life, man. Do that 8.
If she got 10, you only gotta do half of it.
Nah, but it's a murder though. If that was like a regular crime, like like a non-violent crime, she probably would have to do like 50%. But I think they do 60. I think they do like 60 to 80% of the violent crime. So
yeah.
She could get the good behavior and all of that.
8 to 12, somewhere off in there, and they're gonna bring her home. But somebody
gonna give her a job though. Somebody gonna hire her too.
Oh yeah, she already got a job.
Yeah,
she got a book coming out.
She's gonna be like a private detective or something that worked directly
for the. She about to flip this, and she gonna be a motivation speaker when she get out and shit.
Yeah, they give. That's another thing.
They give church when she get home. Watch.
That's another thing with us. Like they don't rehabilitate black folk like like they supposed to. Because this is my thing. Look, I understand giving people doing crazy shit and getting a lot of time. But I say, look, man, if you give a man a 50-year sentence, are you really worried about him being rehabilitated? Probably not.
You can't. Impossible.
It's gonna be impossible because he gonna end up being. He got to survive where he at now.
Yeah,
you feel me? So he finna get in them trenches.
Yeah, his mentality gonna be off. Yeah.
So you ain't never gonna real. What you said?
No, I said my boy. I was talking to my boy. He in Mississippi. And he said like they just got them doing shit like all the stuff they got them like the jobs. It ain't really like jobs that you can get when you get out. You know, they got them like mowing the yard, doing the roof, doing shingles. So it's like just manual labor, but they ain't really teaching them nothing like far as like how to use computers and technology and shit.
Exactly. So, they throwing them in the field and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Slave work.
They fighting fires. They fighting fires and stuff.
Yeah, they doing. He said basically like because he like Parchment the bad prison, but he can go to the good prison, but you gotta work. But if you don't if you don't work, they send you back to the bad prison. Yeah, but he said
22. You know?
I was like, how much money you make? And he was like, I don't make none. I was like, what you mean you don't make none? I said, I thought they get paid. He's like, we don't give. He said we get three meals and some 2 rolls of toilet paper and that's it. I'm like, shit.
So they ain't even getting 7 cents.
No, that's what I'm saying. Mississippi, I guess not. I was asking.
I said,
no. That sound like the chain gang, bro.
Yeah, basically that's what it remind me of when I be talking to him.
No, it's a modern day one. They do that. Like when I used to work, I worked at the jail and I had to pay one. I had one inmate that worked for me, and he had to get paid. Man, that dude will work like that motherfucker. Man, he was on call. He would work his regular shift, but then would be on call if we needed him for something. But then I would have to put the pay in, and man, I think for a month he was getting like $11 for the whole month. Yo, and they would give him a little raise. So then I think he got a raise. His shit went to like $14 a month. But he like, man, just throw that shit on my books. I'll use it when I can. Like, it is what it. But you know, they get other perks too, though. So it's like, even though that 14, you can't justify the $14, but they ain't locked up in the cell all day. They interact with everybody who worked there. So now, they don't really like treat him like shit. He could walk around and talk and do his thing. He probably taking extra food from the damn cafeteria or something. Look, they gonna get theirs. Like, yeah, they gonna throw a whole pound of hamburger patties in they boxes or some shit. They
hamburgers,
nasty like
honey buns, they good. Yeah.
And they nasty too. So it's like, nigga, you pour the whole chicken out your underwear, and the other nigga, and they ready to eat it, and the rest of the dudes ready to eat that shit too. They like, throw that in a little microwave, bro. Let's get it. I'm like, yo, man.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it to boot camp. They used to do it to boot camp like that. Like, you give your ass some candy, you be hella happy.
Yeah. I was in the service. I feel you on there on boot camp.
And it don't care. And you don't care either where it come from, either in boot camp. You like, yo, just let me get that.
I remember, man, like I had an old head school me on that shit one day. Cause I remember they gave us the candy, then we was all happy eating it. Then he was like, I don't want that shit. He's like, I'm a grown ass fucking man. What I need some fucking candy for? Yeah, I was looking at my kid. I don't think I ate it after he said that shit.
You was in the service?
Yeah, I was in the Army. Yeah,
we both was Marines.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I did 12
service,
years,
man.
Yeah, I did 12. Poe did 4.
Yeah, I did 6. Salute.
Yeah, shout out, man. Yeah, that boot camp, man. Like, yeah, that camp. We was eating cherry halls. Nigga, they was getting so mad at us. They like, they came out the little duty hut. They was like, stop eating them fucking halls, because nigga, the whole squad base smelled like halls. That's the only thing we can get that was like candy, because you got a cold. You like, yo, I'm just gonna buy some halls from the little store.
Halls of Ricola, yeah.
Nah, but that was another thing that reprogrammed you. But I say, look, for me it worked. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about the military. So
yeah, it helped me too.
I say like, man, some of the people like they have like a weak mind. I think that shit like brainwashed them too much, man. Because some people like they don't know how to
they can't adjust.
Yeah,
there you go. They don't know how to vacillate. They don't know how to keep certain business or certain things with certain things, and then go on to something else.
They stormed the Capitol. I said, look, man, my boy sent me a picture. He was like, you know who this is? I didn't recognize because he had facial hair. Man, it was my old captain. It was a mugshot. He had ran in the Capitol.
Crazy, man.
I said, dang. I said, man, but that I said he bugged out now. They didn't join some what they call alt-right wing or something. And that's another thing. I said, man, with us in this country, bro, it's like if you a Republican, whatever your party status is, you lose your common sense because you just following what they doctrine is. Like if you could take the George Floyd verdict for example, it's like how could anybody say that dude didn't do what he did, but you don't believe he killed them? You going on the side of it was a drug overdose because you are some political party who been pushing that narrative for the whole trial. So you don't even get to think for yourself. You letting that control you. Like me, people don't know what my political party is because I agree with things. I'm common sense, man. Like if I feel like the taxes is too high, but also, I don't have a straight line that I walk politically.
Yeah, I was reading this ninja book. You know what they said? Whatever what political party you supposed to say you are.
What?
Whatever that person say they are.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah,
why say that though? Oh yeah, because like it is what it is, right?
It's like you.
What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Whatever they say they is, just listen to them and agree with them because it's like you trying to win people over mentally. So you just agree with whatever they say they is. Just, okay, all right. Act like you agree with it. Then they gonna tell you more shit. Like if you be like, oh, I'm the other one, then they gonna just start arguing.
They want to argue with you,
yeah. But if you just say that you is what they is, then they gonna be like talking to you, thinking y'all cool.
You end up getting more information.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like my cousins was talking about Trump like the other day, and they was like, yo, he was a good president. They was talking about he was a good person. So my thing, this is what I said, because I said, look, he probably was a good president. But you can't be a good president and a fucked up human being. You feel me? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
They don't go together.
Exactly.
They don't go together. So it was like you could have won again. You could have won again, but you were just a messed up. You just a bad dude. Like your policies wasn't bad. Like nobody really. I didn't hear people complaining about his policies, but you in Texas, so I know that it's big that when he was in, and I don't know how the immigration thing is now. Cause you close to the border.
Yeah, I'm close to the border. I'm probably about 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, they say it's bad on them borders now out there.
I think
he been bad. It been bad. You see my eyes? It been bad, bro. Like, hey, when I moved to Chicago, man, it's like it's serious. It's serious down here.
I think that's what I saw. I saw some videos come out. They was like, see, Biden's not taking care of the borders no more. Trump was taking care of the borders.
Them borders was been bad for the past about 5-6 years. Because I worked I used to work for the immigration court, and they would send us to the border to help out because they didn't have enough room in them little. Because they build them little makeshift jail and little makeshift jails on the border to hold them in. But they was having so many people come across, like, because what it is, they know, like, America ain't gonna send you back if you cross the border and you say I don't want to go back to El Salvador because they're gonna kill me. The U.S. at that moment gonna say, all right, well, we're gonna leave you here. We'll let you go talk to a judge on Monday and you could prove to the judge that you're scared to go back. If the judge believe you, then we'll put you in proceedings. If they don't believe you, you're getting deported. So it is what it is.
I think it was on the news. It was this. They were talking about somebody threw a 2-year-old baby, 2-month-old baby.
Yeah, over the fence.
I was like, damn.
Nah, look,
what?
Man,
get over here,
man. That's raw right there. That's something real.
But I was gonna say, I think the only reason Trump didn't win is because I think he would have handled COVID better. He would have won. That too. Right. If he would have held that shit right, he would have won. But he fucked that shit up.
Yeah,
they're trying to get Cuomo. They're trying to make Cuomo the president for the way he handled New York. So
I remember that nigga was saying that shit was gonna end. Exactly. You remember that shit?
Yeah, last year.
It's gonna be gone. He said that shit last year. He like by Easter it's gonna be gone. He's like by summertime it's gonna be gone. Like,
nah.
I seen a video where they kept showing his different responses as a year went on. I was like, yeah, I know you. Hey, what Minister Society? You know you didn't fucked up, right?
Yeah, right. You know you done fucked up.
But I think they were saying like he got rid of the disease control department. So it's like
CDC.
Yeah, it was like some part they were saying he got rid of that would have handled it, but he got rid of them. So
man, that's what I'm saying. You never know what people's motives are. It's why you can't really trust everything because you don't know people's motives. None of that. You like, and then like you said, he could have. like they said, he knew beforehand, like December, January time frame that this wasn't this wasn't nothing small. This wasn't nothing small. Like, and your thing was, nah, we good. Look, you can't be doing that. We America, the strongest country in the world. We got it.
They said doctors were, getting a lot of cases, but they didn't know what it was. So even before January, it was already here.
Yeah, we knew. We thought we had it. We was like, we might got that because now we thinking back about being sick around.
Right.
I was sick in February, March.
Y'all saw that thing with Umar Johnson? He was on Breakfast Club. What he was saying about Biden.
I saw what he said about with him and DJ Envy.
Yeah, he was talking about Biden. You remember Biden was saying that shit on Breakfast Club?
If you ain't black, don't vote.
Yeah. So he was
like,
he was like, the first thing Biden did when he went into office is sign something for the LGBTQ community. Then he just signed that thing for the Asians, like hate crime Asians. So he's like, why he ain't do nothing for the black people yet?
No, I think he had something in Illinois. I think they had something in Illinois. They was trying to give some county in Champaign or something about some reparations. They was looking into it.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Illinois. Yeah,
but they giving it to him in the form of a credit toward buying a house. You got to use the money to buy property though. It's like $25,000. So they doing something in Illinois where it's like
that still ain't enough. But
$25,000 ain't enough. But I say it's a start.
They got it. I'm saying that's just Illinois. But I'm saying, what about black people as a whole?
No, I think Illinois, they got a Democratic leadership there. They doing that on their own. That ain't nothing with the president.
Okay.
They government, the Illinois government is like looking to reparations, possible $25,000 credit toward property. I was like, they getting that money back. You gonna give it to me to give it back? I mean, I'm getting some of that because I'm gonna own a piece of property. But I mean, you got some people that's gonna get that 25. They ain't gonna want to put it toward no damn property.
Yeah, they just signing paperwork, giving you money and getting it right back, so they ain't lose nothing.
That's how the stimulus was too, though. It was like, yo, get these niggas $1,500 right now. They gonna go buy some shit. But I told my wife though, it say economic stimulus, so they want you to stimulate the economy. That don't mean put that shit in your bank account and let it sit there too.
Stimulate you. Well, I mean, you put like they were saying like you would have invested the stimulus in back then. You would have made like some bread off the Bitcoin. Yeah, if you would have put
Bitcoin was 58,000.
That's what I'm saying.
But you had to think. So if you would have did the first 1,200 and put it in that Dogecoin, right now it's worth $158,000. If you would, but who would think, damn, I'm putting my whole stimulus in the Dogecoin? We gotta have. Yeah, some people did it though.
With black people are still being educated on a lot of things too. So with Bitcoin out there, everything going on with that, it's kind of hard. Of course, brothers like us, we done looked up the Doja coin and everybody else. They're like, man, I ain't finna play with that. Your Bitcoin out. And after Dogecoin, what's next? It's kind of then put something into this third one, and it ain't gonna get no money back. You see?
Hey, that Safe Moon joint, I'm trying to get in there, or the Shiba Inu, but some of that stuff, so they make it so hard, you just give up with it, like trying to buy it. I'm like, they told me, they said, buy this one, then transfer this one through a Coinbase exchange, and then when you get the Coinbase exchange downloaded, then you could buy the other one and then convert it back.
Too many steps.
I said, man, I probably ain't gonna be able to do that one, man. You got to do it for me or something. But that it's a Shiba Inu one. It was like 0.00001. That shit at like $2 or something, or 35 cents, something like that. Somebody was telling me. So I was like, but it's hard to buy it. You can't just log into somewhere and purchase it. You got to do that conversion stuff or whatever. But I'm saying, you're right though.
I was saying, I had just bought some of that UFC. Whoever owned the UFC just They made an IPO Endeavor, so I bought some of their shit.
How much was it coming out?
That shit was like $24. I had to buy that.
Yeah, because usually they be having that shit be high.
UFC, man, I respect UFC how they have this. They was like COVID. Hell yeah, them niggas doing that shit every week. They was like, I don't give a fuck about no COVID, so I don't think
they on the island. The fight must go on,
And I saw that shit $24. I was like, shit, I need to buy some more. Matter of fact, I saw that
you watched that last UFC fight with with Usman.
That knocked the fuck out, huh? Talking that shit. That dude like,
they say he's a Republican too. They say he's a super Republican.
Yeah, he got his ass whooped. That's what he get.
Yeah, he got his ass whooped. But see, you fighting a cat like Usman, when you mean at a certain weight, when you fight somebody bigger and that's been swole at that weight so long, they can lose all the weight they want. All that's muscle when they hitting you. Like,
yeah.
And you know, he did the little thing like, oh,
You know what I'm saying? He was all cocky, yeah, guys.
yeah, he was like, he punched the shit up. Well, I said,
He was like, I wasn't expecting that power. Like, I know you was.
exactly.
I was like, that shit crazy. I was like, that shit crazy though. I was like, they were saying how like all the champions right now Nigerian. Most of them. It's like 3 Nigerian champions.
Yeah,
so
Nigerian kind of big.
3 black champions. I was like, why are you trying to say that shit like it's something else? That's fucking black. Fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's black.
They said that shit like it was like I had to look up Nigerian and I had to look up my 23andMe. I'm like, shit, my shit say Nigerian. What the fuck they talking about? They had that shit like I'm thinking it's something else. I'm like, Nigerian. Like, what they saying like that for?
No, Nigeria, that's black shit.
Yeah. Straight up.
Blacker than us.
Real Michael Blackson, black.
Yeah, Michael Blackson black. Nah, you know, but look, like we talked about last night, we as people, we the leaders of everything. If you really want to look at it and keep it 100, like if in the leader of anything that matters, people want to be like us. Like I remember, man, I can never forget we had a dude on here. He lived in like Amsterdam or something. So he was saying what he was talking about, Paul, with his grandma. He said something happened with his grandma. Oh, he felt like 50 Cent. Look, that shit was funny, man. He was living in Amsterdam, bro. He was like, he relate to 50 Cent because his grandma died, and 50 Cent talked about her grandma dying on one of the songs.
On that movie.
On the movie Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, man. So you equating like your real life grandma dying to 50 Cent grandma dying on the movie? But Paul was like, just admit you just raised by black folk. Like just admit that's what it is, bro. And he admitted it though. He was like, yeah, you know, but I said you have a lot of people that probably admit that, like, I was raised off of, like, we had a dude from the Asian dude, the one we met here. Poe told him, he was like, you came to the U.S. not knowing nothing, but you latched on to rap music that raised you through your life living in the U.S. So shit, Poe told him you was raised by black folk too. You black shit.
Yeah, I be getting tired of that shit too, man. Cause like when they be trying to say hip hop, they try to say that shit ain't black. Like, man, that shit is like, I say that shit 90% black. Then you can put the 10%, not even all Latinos, Puerto Ricans. But most of these blacks and a little Puerto Ricans made it, but mostly blacks made it. They be trying to act like it's some whole other shit. So
and Puerto Ricans black.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fact. I remember
black culture, but they be trying to like act like it's something else. Like, man, what y'all talking about?
Now I realized that when I moved to New York City. I saw a dark skinned girl, but she started speaking Spanish. I'm like, what? I said, what the hell? She was Dominican though.
Straight up.
And they bad too, boy. Whew.
He was like Ortiz.
Yeah, they fine. They fine.
You said Ortiz?
Yeah, Big Papi Ortiz.
Oh yeah, Papi, yeah. So yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, people try to take the culture.
I be confused with them too, though. I be like, man, y'all be hella black. Y'all be blacker than me. Be trying like y'all ain't black. I'm like, man, nigga, you just got dropped off over here.
No, that's because in their country, I guess in their country, they like us. The lighter you are, the better you are, and
everybody be on that shit. You saw 70.
Yeah, there's a lot of Spaniards like that. Like Spaniards from overseas, they're like that for real, man. Like the lighter they are, they damn near think they're white. You know,
it's weird though, because then what a lot of white people what they do tan. So it be like, man, they be like they don't like black people, but then they tan their skin and be darker.
They want the tan. They want to dress like us, talk like us,
move
like us. But when they in our presence, it's something different though. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think they scared of us.
Yeah.
No, and that's the thing. You ain't really got to be. I mean, you got not scared like frightened, but scared that if you do let us like breathe and release those mental shackles, y'all won't be here no more. Y'all will get outran. Y'all will get outran by us, and with us and the Latinos together. They wouldn't even have nothing. They would be like, damn, you got the heart, man. Look, I said they know what it is.
I respect the people, you know, protesting and marching, and even the Caucasians. That's out too. But at the jobs, at the corporate world, in the corporate world, ain't nothing changed though.
Hey,
they see everything on TV, the murders and everything, but still at the jobs though and everything, it's still steps and levels and a lot of politics at these jobs that people are going through every day though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on game. So even about the Latinos, a lot of Latinos put white on their shit for race, and then that shit say other, they put Hispanic. So I ain't seen too many Latinos put black. I seen some of them put black, then put Hispanic, but the majority they put white and then put Hispanic. So you take that what you want to do with it.
Yeah. No, you're right. They ain't putting black on there.
But then when they get on TV, they all about their culture though. You know
what I said, because I think when how they I mean, but it's kind of like whoever set that shit up, they set it up shady anyway, because it's like why they just can't go and pick Latino first. They have to pick black, white, and other. But a lot of them don't put other, they'll put white and Hispanic. They ain't gonna very few.
That shit is systematically set up, right? Like
I'm saying, why they don't have it where they can just, even for the Asians, they got to put other or something like that. Why they don't have it where they can just say go straight to Asian, or
And like you said, and then you said it's systematically set up. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we black, but black ain't no culture. It don't really come from that, At least Latino and Portuguese, and
that's something coming. That's coming from something.
It don't let us go. It don't let us go black, then put some else. It's just you black. You can't put nothing.
Yeah.
Cause you'll fuck it up. We'll put black and then put Crenshaw Mafia and the other.
You already know they gonna put black, Cherokee, Irish. They gonna put some other.
And they bring that shit to the person. They was like, all right, I wrote black. What I supposed to put in the other? I'm like, man, go sit your ass down.
They gonna put Malaysian on there. So, yeah, we got another interview.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. Hey man, we appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. I really enjoyed this conversation, man. It was awesome, man.
All day. Anybody you want to get a shout out before we get out of here, and let everybody know how they can find you, your music, and find you on social media?
Most def on all social media handles. You can follow me at J Waiters Music. J like a waiter at your table. Music. You're in there like swimwear. J Waiters Music. And then I want to shout out my team, Triple D R&B, Footprint the Movement, my management, the group, DJ Kwan, T-Rex, and shout out MJ Hip Hop Connects, my publicist, man.
Shout out MJ. And send that music to Post so we can get it in there for you.
Most def. We'll do. All right,
we out. One.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace.